Geoffrey Braico. So here we are with Motorex KTM's Geoffrey Braico. Kind of honorary ride this year, mate, thanks to Toby Price being injured. But last time he won a championship here in Oz was back in 2009 in the E3 class, again on a two-stroke that time. But well, first of all, congratulations. You can't be done for the E3 title. It's your second one, mate.
Yeah, it's pretty unreal. I mean, it's been an up and down year, chopping and changing bikes, but it's, Jeff Leask and all the boys, the Motorex KTM, the Motorex Husaberg teams, everybody's just been unreal. So, I mean, you just can't, to top it all off yesterday, one round to go was unreal, and, it's pretty cool. I mean, the E3 class doesn't get really that much credit because there's not many people in it, but, I mean, it's still, we're right up there in the times, every week, and so that's what it's all about, and, yeah, it's pretty cool.
Well, you started off pretty strong. You've had a couple. Well, you took yourself over to America, spent your housing deposit on a trip to America, mate. I was speaking to you yesterday, saying that. But obviously a really good experience for you. But you started off the season really strong on the Husaberg 500. Toby got injured 4 rounds in, and the opportunity. Tell us about how it came up, and did you think twice about it?
Well, yeah, just I think cross countries they're definitely my strong point because I try not to go sort of crazy flat out to start with. I mean, it's 3 hours is a long time, and so yeah, Bill of Deal was really good, and then yeah, just learned a lot from being in America last year. It was something I had to do, and then yeah, then after Toby got hurt, Wonka gave me a call and asked me what was going on, and at the time everything was still unreal with Husaberg, and had a chat to Scotty about it because I wanted to make sure everything was okay with him, and sort of went through it all, and yeah, just sort of started riding it, and it's I mean, they're both unreal bikes, and I like the 500 a lot. They've come a long way, and yeah, the rest is history.
As we all know, there's not a huge difference with the bikes now. Main frame and the engine identical, but what are the differences you felt between the bikes? Obviously different suspension, different rear subframe, that kind of thing, or did you really, is it just a different coloured bike?
Well, first up, I use 48mm forks, and these got the full factory 52s, and they're pretty unreal, nice and plush. And Toby's got them set up awesome. I use Costanzo shock, and then which is unreal. And then yeah, I mean, overall they're both. Yeah, I use the same bars, everything like that, and the motors are exactly the same. And I mean, you can't really, might be a little bit difference here and there with geometry, just I don't know, because of the subframe or something like that with a Berg. But I mean, overall they're both unreal. I enjoy riding both, so can't complain.
Now, pressure, Geoff. I remember talking to you for about 5 years now. You've always been talking about you don't want to necessarily get on a factory team because it's that extra bit of pressure. You've managed to have a sort of satellite set up and done really well, and you've won your championship under that arrangement. Have you grown up a bit, or no, I shouldn't say that. Have you grown up a bit? Have you come to terms with like coming on getting on a team like this and handling the pressure rather than sort of shying away from it?
Well, I mean, yeah, it's the whole thing's new. I mean, because I've always sort of been my own sort of thing. Even with the Berg thing, Leesky lets us, sort of he gives us a budget for the team, and lets us work ourselves out. And it's pretty cool. And then, communicating with Wonka and stuff like that is good. It's just different. But I mean, the pressure's there, but you sort of always have pressure on yourself, and just to. Like for the cross countries, like last round we had, me and Benny, we started way back, and you could see, Wonka sitting there going, "Come on, boys, pick it up," and we just both came through the pack, and it was awesome. But I mean, as far as pressure goes, it's a real laid back situation. Any way you look at it, off-road racing is just real cruisy and real nice, and everyone gets along. So I mean, you make your own pressure, but I mean, as far as being under this tent, I think it's pretty cool. I sort of tried to grab it with both hands more than worry about it too much. So yeah.
Well, congratulations on your second E3 title. Maybe it's time to get into an E2 or an E1, mate, and notch one of them up as well next year.
I'd like to. It's not easy when I still work full time, so it's not easy being up at the level with like Milner and Pricey and Hollis. But sometimes there's a bit of flash of brilliance every now and then, depends on the track. But yeah, I'm thinking about it. It'd be kind of cool getting a 250F or a 350 or something like that. But for now, we'll just see how it goes and get this last heat done for the day, and have a good night tonight, and just move on for next year. So it should be good.
That's right. We have got a Prezzo to get through tonight as well.
Yeah, we do, and apparently it's Milner's shout or my shout or Wonka's shout. I don't really know, but no, it should be a good night. It's always good fun hanging out with these boys. I mean, yeah, as I said, the off-road community is just real close-knit, and hopefully your man Damien Smith has a bit of a go and does a really good speech again like the 4-day, and everyone will have a good time. So it's awesome.